Hello, test mic 1 2. Test mic 1 2 test. Hello. Right, this is a test mic. Test mic 1 2. Hello. Test mic 1 2. Hello. Hello, test mic 1 2. Hello. Hello, test mic 1 2. Hello. Test mic 1 2. Hello. All right, test mic 1 2. Hello, test mic 1 2. Hello. All right. Alright, good afternoon once again to my grade 7 science class, and this will be the last segment. Therefore, this will be the last lesson for the fourth quarter. Now, I will be making a list of all the topics that we have discussed for the fourth quarter, for you to be able to keep track of what are the different activities that you have missed or maybe have accomplished for your science. So I encourage you to please finish all the activities sent in your Creeper account, because that's the only I think the activities that I've sent to you. So there were no group chats or anything that was made through chatting. So let's use the Creeper platform for us to be able to learn more about science now. So today, we'll be tackling down the last lesson, which is in relation to the lesson that we had last time. Just what you call your human effects of human activities on the atmosphere. The last activity was all about the changes in the atmosphere of the Earth and what would be the effects, Ano bang mga mangyayari pag ganito or ganon. So last time, I think we have discussed about your greenhouse effect, your climate change, your global warming, and even your ice age. Now, I have sent already the activity a day before yesterday for you to also again accomplish. Alright, so let's dig in right away to this lesson. Alright, so the objectives, at the end of the lesson, you should be able to, number 1, identify harmful changes in Earth's atmosphere. Number 2, explain how some human activities contribute to the harmful changes in Earth's atmosphere. And lastly, identify ways and activities on how to reduce the harmful effects of human activities on the atmosphere. Alright, the lesson here is actually just very specific on the atmosphere, talking about things that human contribute to the damaging of your atmosphere. Now, aside from the atmosphere, we have your land, we have your water bodies, and we have your atmosphere that I think as a whole we need to take care of, and not only this part. Though in this issue right now that we'll be tackling here are actually all about your atmosphere. However, anyway, later on I will be giving you some ideas or some ways for us to prevent or at least minimize the harmful effects of human activities to this all, sa lupa, sa tubig, at saka sa atmosphere. Alright, so here, no, if you're going to play this one in a full screen, you get to see here that this picture will show you changes, no, of colors here, where this will be NASA's projection of the 63 years of climate change. So it's already around mga 63 years, no, where we felt first the bad effects of what you call this climate change, maybe from the ice age, or maybe from the cooler days, no, to this what you call your global warming days that we are experiencing right now. As you get to see here, no, all of those things are kind of yellow and blue pa lang, no? However, if you're going to play this one through the PowerPoint, you get to see that this one will change into red because, no, this was those were the projection or color changes there, especially going to color red will tell you, no, that the changes were in temperature. As the years go by, the temperature of the earth actually is increasing and increasing and increasing. That's what you call your global warming. Now, the composition of Earth's atmosphere continuously change. However, no, it be because by two stuff, no, what you call your natural factors or your human activities. Though the natural factor is actually the natural one that does not concern much about the damage of the environment or the whole Earth as a whole. It's actually the most damaging contributor of the causes of this changes in the climate or even your atmosphere is the human activities. Atmospheric changes results in global climate change. Then again, when you talk about your climate change, that is actually the umbrella, wherein under the umbrella is actually maybe, no, it can go through ice age, which is a really very cold condition, or you call your global warming, which is really an extremely hot condition also. Alright, let's continue. So when you talk about the effects of human activities in the atmosphere, no, Kuiper suggested we have 4 things that may happen in our atmosphere. Alright? Harmful activities that cause harmful effects on the atmosphere are, number 1, we have your photochemical smog. Another would be your thermal inversion. Another will be your acid deposition. And lastly, we have your ozone depletion. Now, I think the ozone depletion has many times I discussed this one already. No? The acid deposition is something that you can also relate into, but the first 2 things there are kind of complicated. No? So let's talk about your photochemical smog. All right. Before going there, let me check first if audio's alright or okay lang yung this one already. No? The acid deposition is something that alright. So let's go now to what you call your photochemical smog. In this picture that you get to see here, no, ito yung effect na tinatawag natin na photochemical smog over New Delhi in India. This is also being experienced in Manila, no, or the Metro Manila, is because, no, this is actually a result of the reaction of the light from the sun and the nitrogen, wherein it causes a smog here in our atmosphere. No, when you talk about smog, no, it's actually iba din yung fog, iba yung smog. Ano, when you talk about your fog, this is actually the natural cause because of the changes in the temperature, no, where there is what you call your condensation. Na nag-condense yung mainit na warm air na nag-condense siya, lumabig bigla yung temperature, so nag-condense at gumawa ng mga tinatawag nating mababang clouds or what you call your fog. However, when you talk about your smog, this is actually smoke emission, no? Then being reacted by your sunlight, it causes na what you call, it is common in dry and sunny areas where peak is at midday of summer. What causes now is that, no, have you ever encountered siguro, let's say for example, nag-iihaw kayo ng pork chop or ng bangus, no, sa picnic. But usually whenever we go to our picnic, no, we do the inihaw outdoors. Because alam natin gaganon kausok yan. But try to imagine if you're going to do your inihaw inside the house, or maybe even in a small room, no, what would be the feeling? Ganun yung parang feeling ng smog, or because that's basically smoke, no? Ano ko yung feeling niyan, no? Thus, this photochemical smog, the effects or the reactions of your smoke emission in the sunlight causes this very hazy area in a city that you thought it was foggy, but to be honest, it's actually just what you call your smog. Then again, it causes haziness, kaya hindi mo masyadong makita ano yung nandyan sa baba if you are on the top of a building, or maybe problems with airport terminals in that case, no, wherein because of this thick smog that is really very hard for pilots to be able to land down their plane, because then again the runway is not that visible, and those different stuff. The point here is that just imagine a room that is full of smoke, no, and what would be your condition, no? One thing there, isa talaga, is mahirap huminga. And then again, anong epekto nito? Paano nakatulong si tao dito? Is because of what you call your smoke emission. Now, where do we get the smoke emission? No? Smoke emissions are actually the byproducts of vehicles, factories, and any other stuff that uses engine and fossil fuel. That no, in big cities like Metro Manila, traffic in EDSA, lots of what do you call this one? Lots of mga sasakyan, no? To the point that just imagine all those vehicles are actually expelling or bringing out the smoke emissions, reacting in the sunlight. Where this happens, if you can still remember the previous lesson that we have, no, I let you show the difference between the sky of Jakarta, Indonesia, during before the COVID and during the COVID, and you get to see that because of lesser human exposure to the outside world, no, or shall we say, lesser yung mga tao na nasa city, you get to see a very drastic effect of a very clear sky during the COVID time, during the enhanced community quarantine period, compared to where before enhanced community quarantine period, there are lots of people around outside of the house using their vehicles, factories are active, and those different stuff, no, causes this what you call your photochemical smog. That's the reason I myself right now personally, as a science teacher, I am really an advocate of what we call your environmental protection, preservation, no? Where I swear to myself, no, that ito yung parang advocacy ko, no, being as a science teacher to help the environment. However, lately I've also come to realize and embrace also another one, which later on I will discuss. Let's go now to another one, no? So before going there, ito yung mga other effects, no, ng photochemical smog. Sources sa automobiles, oil refineries, no, and industries. Main chemical involved are what you call your nitrogen oxide and hydrocarbons forming ozone. So, cars are the major source of smog, to be honest. No? So, later on, ano bang mga ways na pwede nating bawasan yung paggamit natin ng cars? No? Or, yun na, yung mga ganito. Kasi yun nga, siya yung major source. So, later on, I will share to you, no? Ano yung isang technique. When you talk about your photochemical smog, ozone is harmful if suspended on the surface. Ozone is actually just a cousin of your oxygen. It's because your oxygen is actually, in a chemical sense, is written as your O2. No? O2, oxygen, 2 molecules of oxygen. However, your ozone is actually what you call your O3. No? So 3 molecules of your oxygen. However, this is not something that we advisable for breathing, because then again, cousin sila, hindi sila parehas. So oxygen yung kailangan natin, hindi ozone. So what would be the effects of this photochemical smog? No? Because your hydrocarbons and your nitrogen oxide, which is the result or the byproducts of your smoke that is coming out from the different stuff, no, gagawa ng ozone yan, at yung ozone natin, dapat andun siya banda sa may stratosphere, nasa mababa, no? Below pa ng troposphere, which is actually just a height of a building, the tallest building in Manila, andun yung ma-ozone, which is not good. Alright? What would be the effects? Eye irritation, causing poor visibility. Respiratory problem. Just imagine your house or your room, nag-ihaw ka dyan sa loob, mausok. No? You'll be encountering what you call your respiratory problems. Decrease in yield crop. No? It causes the reactions of these different gases causes acidification, no, in the soil, wherein yung dating soil mo na mataba, na tama lang yung pH niya, hindi masyadong acidic, hindi masyadong basic, is because of the reactions of these different gases that are found in your atmosphere causes your soil to become very acidic, wherein plants or your vegetation cannot thrive on those types of your soil. Kaya nga sabi dito, effect would be your decrease in yield crop or crop yields. Materials become brittle. Then again, lumulutong sila. Maybe because, no, of tawag natin yung mga effects or reactions of the different gases in different materials, just like your plastic, they're not good reactions. Ano, dapat dati yung plastic natin na makunat ang kahit magbend lang ngayon dahil na expose sa ganito mga gases, pag bend mo pack, no, bali. So naging malutong yung dating makunat. Alright, so cough and asthma are some of the effects of your smog. Alright? So, ano pa ba? Now, let's go to the second one, no? Which actually has another effect of human activities in the atmosphere is what you call your thermal inversion. From the word inversion itself, no? Supposedly, yung ganito dito, dapat siya yung nandun, at yung ganito dito, dapat siya yung ganito. When you talk about your thermal, the word is related to what you call your heat, which is also related to what you call your temperature. Now, this is just, no, for some other resources. I think they're talking about temperature layer inversion, thermal layer inversion. They're just closely related, no. It happens when a layer of warm air descends and forms an inversion layer. When you talk about air density, yung parang medyo bigat ng hangin, no, is related to the temperature of the air. Ganito, no? Isipin natin. Pag mainit yung air or warm yung air, magaan siya. Kaya, lilitaw siya doon sa higher atmosphere natin. Doon siya dapat, no? Now, yung mga malalamig na hangin, kasi malamig sila, low temperature, sila yung mabigat, kaya nasa baba sila. No, mas malapit sila doon sa lupa. So doon dapat yung cold air, nandito yung warm air sa taas. So warm air sa taas, cold air sa baba. Yan yung normal. But because of what is happening right now, no, especially sinasabi nga nila, no, bodies of water trap smog which increases air pollution. Anong nangyayari dito? As that yung mainit na hangin or warm air bumaba. Tapos yung cold air, yun yung tumaas. Kaya nga sinasabi nating thermal inversion. Invert. Then again, isipin natin, si mainit na hangin, magaan, nasa baba. Ay, sa taas, sorry. Kasi magaan siya, lilitaw siya doon. Lulutang siya doon. No? Si malamig na hangin, mabigat, kaya nasa baba. Alright? So, ibabaw si warm, nasa baba si cold. Ngayon, isipin mo bumaliktad. Si cold nasa taas, si warm nasa baba. Usually, pag warm air, dry yan. Usually, pag cold air, merong mga water droplets dyan, no? Water droplets. Kaya nga medyo malamig. Kasi feeling mo, pag dry ka, no? Pag feeling ng body mo, mainit masyado, anong ginagawa mo? Naliligo ka. Kasi yung tubig na nililigo natin, yun yung nagpapalamig sa atin. So, yung mga cold air natin, may konting mga water droplets dyan. Na anong mangyayari? Dahil sa mga sasakyan na merong naglalabas ng mga usok dyan, no? Normally, yun magagaan yun na hangin. Right? So, galing sa lupa, yung mga magagaan na hangin na nilabas ng mga usok ng mga sasakyan, dapat aangat yun papunta ng atmosphere. Kasi magaan, cold air nandito, dapat siya yung mas lilitaw o lulutang sa taas. Ngayon ang problema, kasi nga nagkabaliktad, yung layer ng cold air doon at hot air na nasa taas na ngayon, yung mainit na hangin na yun, no, hindi na makalabas kasi nga nandoon si cold air, parang tinabunan niya, hindi na makalabas, hanggang doon na lang siya sa baba. Yung mga usok na inilalabas ng mga sasakyan. That's the reason why it says here, the inversion layer and the cold air from the bodies of water traps smog, which increases air pollution. Supposedly, those different smoke that is being emitted by factories and by vehicles should rise above the atmosphere and stay there because it is where warm air is. But because warm air is now at the bottom and cold air is on top, no? The rising of those warm air or smoke, shall we say, will not anymore go much above the atmosphere is because cold air is there to trap them. Kaya ngayon ang problema, because of this thermal inversion, mababa yung mga smoke na ngayon ng mga binubuga ng sasakyan, ng mga pabrika, and the rest. Then again, it's related to your photochemical smog. Naisipin mo ulit, sa isang kwarto, maraming usok doon. Na ngayon, yung usok dito sa thermal inversion, nasa baba. Na dapat sana, lulutang sila sa taas ng atmosphere. So, lalanghapin natin yan lahat. Then again, no? It's something that is not good for human. Well, let's get to see here a picture of what happens there. No? So, na-explain ko na, pero yun na yung sinasabi ko. No? Without inversion, warm air, aakyat yan. So, yung mga usok na yan, aakyat. No? However, because your cold air is, nandito sa medyo sa baba, and your warm air is nasa taas, si cold air, nagtatrap yan, imbes na dapat sumingaw yung warm air sa taas, na-trap na ni cold air, kaya nga mababa na lang yung mga binubuga ng mga different buildings. Meron kasing nilalabas na init yan, yung mga buga ng sasakyan, factories, and the rest. So, dapat mas mataas yung singaw, but ngayon, dahil ang warm air nasa taas, si cold air nasa baba, trap yung mga mga harmful gases natin, no? That is being Alright. Ito naman. We have what you call your acid deposition. And this is related to what you call a phenomenon called acid rain. Normally, we have rain is because it's the result of what you call your water cycle. Now, normally, when you talk about your water cycle, water is actually a balanced pH. Ano ba meaning ng a balanced pH yung tubig natin? Meaning hindi siya acidic, hindi din siya basic. Alright? Think of something na very acidic, muriatic acid. Pag hinawakan mo yan, tunaw yung skin mo. Sulfuric acid. No? Meron din tayong tinatawag na carbonic acid. That's actually the one that you get to experience in your yung mga soda, Coke. No? Kaya whenever you shake that one, it's so acidic that you shake that one, it pops out. Your vinegar is also what you call your citric acid. Your vitamin C is what you call your ascorbic acid. It's actually not good if you're going to take that one in without any food at all. Kasi the acidity of your stomach plus the acidity of your vitamin C will cause you hyperacidity. So then again, let's go back to this one. No? Ano bang nangyayari dito? It refers to the acid precipitation on the Earth's surface, no? Commonly known as what you call your acid rain. Alright? Let's just try to see. Baka na ma-advance ko na naman ma-explain dito. When you talk about your acid deposition, nitrogen oxides and sulfur oxide emitted in the atmosphere reacts with oxygen, water, and other chemicals to form what you call your nitric acid and your sulfuric acid. These are actually mga strong acid. What I have also read with this one is that's because of what you call the effects of your carbon dioxide increase in the atmosphere, no? Reacting with water, hydrogen, your hydrogen and your oxygen causes what you call your carbonic acid. So then again, whatever that is, no, the reaction of these different gases, kasi ito nga, gases ito. And these ones here are also gases and liquids, no, that actually interact or react in the atmosphere. Na normally, yung ulan natin, pag wala itong mga gases na ito, are just what you call normal pH or neutral na mga substance. Hindi acid, hindi basic. But because of the presence of these compounds here, no, your nitrogen oxides and your sulfur oxides, reacting with your oxygen, your water, and your hydrogen and other chemicals, causing now the atmosphere to become acidic, that whenever water cycle happens, no, there will be clouds sitting, or yung mga clouds na nagpo-form dyan, they're actually mga acidic clouds that later on, whenever they start to drop, yung mga clouds na yan, kasi dyan yung ulan natin, whenever they start to drop, no, the water that is the rain, no, that is coming out from those interaction is actually acidic. Kaya tinatawag nating acid rain yan. It's because, then again, sa sobrang mga contributors ng human activities, just like yung mga, again, sasakyan, naglalabas ito ng mga sulfur oxides and nitrogen oxides, factories, different human activities that increases the amounts of this gases in the atmosphere, that whenever water cycle happens, no, dapat yung tubig o yung ulan na yon, dapat normal lang, hindi acidic, hindi basic. But then again, dahil sa interaction ng itong mga harmful gases na ito na dumami na kasi doon sa atmosphere, causes na what you call your acid rain. Now, ngayon, medyo acidic yung mga umuulan na mga ulan. Yung mga droplets na ulan are actually now acidic. So, anong effect na ito? No? The acids react with condensed water and other substances before falling into the ground and damage things. Makikita natin later on yung bubungan nyo. Dahil acidic rain yung mga nangyayari lately, yung bubungan nyo ang daling magkalawang. Sa Ilocano pa yan, nalakangaglati. Kung sa Bisaya pa na, dali ra siyang mga lawang. Mga nang sigira natog pinturahan. Kinanglan natog pinturahan ni nga atong mga atop para dili siya mga kalawang. Actually can speak 3 languages, no. I will not include the Chavacano anymore. Anyway, let's continue. So, ano pang effect nito? So, na-explain pala dito no yung water cycle na nangyayari. Kaya ayun, no? Natural sources, what call yung mga nanggaling sa mga factories and sa mga volcanic binubuga ng mga volcanoes are actually also what you call your nitrogen oxide. When you talk about your NOx, this is your nitrogen oxide. When you talk about your SOx, this is your sulfur oxides. Now, yun nga, during your water cycle, ito na yun, kaya yung nahuhulog ng mga rain dyan are acid. So what happens, actually ang pinaka-bad effect ni ito are these ones, no? So we have your wet deposition occur in the form of acid rain. Your dry deposition occurs in acidic particles and gases without moisture. Kahit hindi siya mag-ulan, yung hangin ngayon, no, because of the reaction, na kahit minsan kahit walang ulan, bakit ang daling mga lawang ng sinasabi nila? If you're living in the beach area or nagdala ka ng sasakyan doon sa beach, no, dapat pagdating mo sa bahay, hugasan mo or mag-car wash ka agad. Kasi sinasabi nila na yung hangin sa beach area actually very acidic na madaling magpakalawang ng mga steel metal parts ng mga sasakyan. If get to see here, rusting and corrosion are effects of dry deposition. Diyan, dry pa lang yan, hindi pa umuulan yan. Other than that one, no, ang effect na ito is really very bad for our farmers. Because of the rain is so acidic, imaginein mo lahat ng pananim mo dyan, no, natunaw or nasira yung pananim mo dahil yung ulan ay very acidic. Other than that, aside sa pananim mo na naging acidic, yung lupa mo magiging acidic din to the point na hindi na siya basta-bastang mataniman. Too much acidity in the soil is not good. Most of vegetations cannot thrive on an acidic soil. Usually, nabubuhay lang dyan, ruot or mga damo. Alright? So, yun. Punta tayo dito, no? Sa, The third one would be what you call, your third na ba ito? No, this is the fourth one. The fourth one is actually what you call your ozone depletion. This is the destruction of the ozone layer. This is one of the major consequences of human activities in the atmosphere. You get to see here NASA's projection on ozone concentration of CFCs or your chlorofluorocarbons had not been banned. Bawal kasi na ngayon ang gumamit ng CFC sa different products. Where'd you get your CFC? You get that one from your aerosols. Yung mga spray na ginagawa nito, yung pampabango, Glade, spray ng any aerosol spray na Baygon, yun, meron yung mga CFC. And, no, yung mga older versions ng mga refrigerator, no? Yung mga chlorofluorocarbon yan, sinisira niya yung ozone layer natin na nasa stratosphere. So then again, alam natin na pag wala yung ozone layer na yon, harmful rays of the sun, no, will directly enter into the earth, increasing the temperature and causing us what you call this one. Ozone depletion effects, harmful UV rays may penetrate the Earth's surface, and prolonged exposure to UV rays may cause skin cancer, impaired immune system, and cataract. Alam mo yung cataract? Yung medyo clear na lens nyo dyan. Meron kasi tayong lens dito sa mata natin, no? So, aside from the colored part, which is the iris, which is the brownish, or some others have blue eyes, or those one. Iris yun. Sa harap na iris na yun, meron tayong tinatawag natin na lens dyan. Yung lens na yun clear. Parehas ng lens ng mga camera. And cataract is a condition wherein your lens now becomes opaque, pumuputi na siya. To the point na hindi na siya clear, ano pang makikita mo pag puti na yung lens mo? The same thing happens if you're going to, let's say, put powder in the lens of your camera. May makikita ka ba? The same thing happens to cataract. So directly exposing our eyes to the UV rays of the sun causes us cataract. Kaya nga minsan pagpunta mo rin sa beach, dapat meron kang tinatawag natin na UV protected na mga eyeglasses. Eyeglasses or sunglasses. Yun, yung mga kwan. You get to see here what you call melanoma. Melanoma is actually an impaired or a damaged skin cell. To the point that this melanoma is actually a skin cancer cell. Tawag dyan natin, melanoma. And what happens there is if you get to see something like mga black parts dyan na dating puti yan na part, no? Na meron kang mga skin color dyan, skin discoloration, na dati wala yan pero meron yan. And especially if napaisip ka, lately nanggaling ako sa beach and meron ako mga discoloration sa skin, no? Tapos parehas na ito, this is now a sign of your melanoma. Ang mahirap na ito, pag ito kumalat at buong skin mo ay cancer. Or lahat na sila naging cancer cell. Ito maliit pa ito. To the point siguro na ito, if maagapan ito, pwedeng mag-skin grafting, just take out the damage or the cancer cells there and graft it with another skin. Pero then again, mahal po magpagamot, no? Especially pag cancer. So ito yung mga different effects, no, ng mga effects ng depletion ng Earth natin. And it says here, British Antarctic Survey Team. Anyway, anybody of you know the name, ang tawag natin sa anong meaning ng NASA? NASA is the National Aeronautics Space Administration. Ito yung United States, no? I think ESA din ang tawag sa Europe. We call that one your European Space Administration, or ESA. Russia, Germany, those different countries, so ESA ang tawag. Pag NASA naman, this is United States, no? Na sila yung mga nagche-check ng mga astronauts, na nagche-check ng mga anong nangyayari outside Earth and what is happening in the Earth's atmosphere, those different stuff. So sila yung agency. Anyway, let's go continue. Sabi dito sa British Antarctic Survey Team, confirmed that there is a hole in the ozone layer over the South Pole or the Antarctic. So just imagine this is the globe, No, this is the Earth. And alam natin, no, si Earth hindi umiikot ng straight na pagganon. No, medyo tilted siya. So pag ganun yung axis natin, umiikot siyang pagganon. But then again, this part at the lower part of the Earth, which is where the South Pole is, may butas na doon. Then again, as I've mentioned last time, we are trying to prevent the melting of our ice caps. Because melting of the ice caps may increase sea level. And ang malas pa natin, yung butas ng ng ozone layer is found in these polar ice caps, no? Dito banda sa mga polar ice caps natin, which will later on papaspasin niya yung pagmamelt na itong mga ice na nasa South Pole. Then again, sinong may kasalanan? It says here, the largest hole size was recorded in September 2000. You're not even born during these years. Let's continue. So, ozone depletion, pinaka-major contribution is your CFC or your chlorofluorocarbon. Ito yung ginagamit pang coolant ng mga aircon natin at refrigerator natin. However, bawal na po ito sa mga new conditioners right now kasi pinagbawal ang paggamit ng tinatawag nating CFC. It is a stable substance and can last up to 70 to 100 years in the atmosphere. It's a really very sad thing. The ozone depletion CFCs were thought to be safe until they were discovered that they can destroy this ozone layer. You get to see here the interaction of what you call your CFC11 and your CFC11, no? Later on may split into what you call your CFC12. No. This is your CFCl3. No, it has chlorine there that later on will be splitting in what you call your CFCl2 na lang. So therefore, meron pong nag-escape na isa or na-separate na isang chlorine molecule that will add up with your ozone, causing now what you call your chlorine atoms, no, na dapat O3, oxygen 3 dapat yung ozone natin, na which is yung ozone natin is O3 dahil nga kay chlorine, nag-interact si chlorine at saka si O3, yung isang oxygen pumunta doon, sumama kay chlorine, kaya nandito na si chlorine at saka si oxygen magkasama. However, yung dapat O3, ngayon meron din dito napunta yung O2. So, naggumawa siya ng oxygen, however, nawala si ozone. And because of this depletion, kaya nga nagkabutas na yung ozone layer natin. Right? So, then again, kita natin, this is your CFCl3, chlorofluorochlorine 3, tapos nag-split sila, isang chlorine atom nandito, ito CFCl2. So, dito na natin isipin, this one will connect with your O3. Dapat kasi O3, ito ozone natin, tatlong blue. Ngayon, kasi because of the reaction, sumama yung isang oxygen kay chlorine. Nagsamahan sila. Ngayon, nag-iwan ng dalawang oxygen, which is not actually ozone, no? Oxygen na ito. Ito yung nilalanghap natin, which cannot protect us from the harmful rays of the sun. Kaya ito yung kanya, no? Tawag natin, chemical side, chemical reaction side explanation niya. So, I've made here, and wala kasing binigay si Kuiper for this one. No? However, I just found this one in the internet. It's actually how to help the environment as a whole, your water bodies, your atmosphere, and even your land bodies. No? Kasi we talked about your land bodies, you have your valley, your mountains, your volcanoes, you have your water bodies, your estuaries, your sea, your ocean, and different stuff. And this time we talked about your atmosphere. Why not? No? Let's try to find simple ways on helping the environment. Your number one, it says here, use reusable bags. Or simply, this is what you call your eco bag. Hindi ko nabasahin ito, but this is one thing, no, that I'm actually very, my advocacy being as a science teacher and my concern to the environment. So this is one. Pero hindi ko pa i-mention muna yung as a whole, yung ano dito, no? So, it's a really very nice ordinance that La Trinidad actually embrace the no use of the plastics in the groceries. That you need to bring your own eco bags or reusable bag for them to be placing your groceries um, rather that yung pinaka dati nating practice wherein every meron tayong binibili, plastic ulit, plastic ulit, plastic ulit, plastic ulit. To the point na nagdadagdag tayo ng plastic dito sa mundo natin. However, I connect this one to the next ones. No? Dito naman, I'm guilty with this one at some point, no? Because, then again, kung pwede, sabi dito, print as little as necessary. No? Minsan kasi gusto kong meron kayong mga handouts na nahawakan nyo. Kasi, it's better for you to have the handouts. Kasi, pag handout yun, pwede nyo basa-basahin at scribble anything on the sides. But then again, alam natin na yung papel natin nanggaling sa mga puno, which actually helps us helps us in our environment. Kailangan natin ng puno, and we're logging down trees for us to be able to have papers. And if we're wasting paper, kailangan nating magtumba ulit ng puno para magkaroon ng papel. However, kung pwede nating bawasan yung paggamit ng papel, this is the way to do so. So, yun nga sabi ko, in this world right now, we're trying to go to what you call your paperless society. That's the reason why for our school, we're not anymore wala na tayo doon sa sinasabi nating physical libro. Wala na kayong textbook. Because we can resort to what you call your e-learning with all those soft copies being downloaded in your cell phones. It says here also na kung pwede lang daw, na gumamit kayo ng mga tabs nyo, doon kayo magbasa. Instead of printing them, you're actually donating. You are actually contributing really very good in the environment. Kaya nga, with what you call your paperless society right now, meron tayong mga e-transactions. Like for example, hindi na natin kailangan ng resibo na papel na doon natin nalalagay. Pwede na yung resibong nagawa lang sa internet na nasend sa'yo as a picture. Right now, pwede ka nang mag-e-shopping na hindi na kailangan ng mga papel na resibo. No? You have your Lazada and your Shopee. E-banking, hindi mo na kailangan ng mga withdraw slips at saka yung mga ibang papel doon para lang mag-withdraw or mag-deposit ka ng pera because you can now use what you call your e-banking. So, resibo mo nandoon lang sa phone mo. Lesser paper, lesser trees for us to consume, which is actually a very good thing for the environment. Let's go to the next one. Recycle. Alright? Kung meron kayong mga gamit dyan na parang naisip nyo, ito pwede kong gawin itong ganito. Plastic bottles that right now, if you don't have a garden in your home right now and it's still ECQ, you can use those plastic bottles to put in soil and try to plant at least kamatis. Sili, no? What you call your urban gardening, no? It's actually, you are now helping the environment by not throwing those mga garbage na pwede mong ginamit siya instead of buying new ones. Nakatipid ka pa. That's the reason why, I'm really very, I was amazed with SM, no? Here in this picture we're in, no? Pwede nilang tanggapin yung mga plastic and PET bottles mo, yung mga water bottles mo, ano pa ba sabi dito, tin and aluminum cans, yung mga delata, at saka yung mga Coke in can mo, yung mga soft drink can mo, pwede mong ibenta sa kanila yan at bibilhin nila yan at bibigyan kanila ng either pera or ng gift certificate. This is actually a very, very, very nice advocacy of SM wherein they are helping the environment. Alright, so actually, pwede kang yumaman sa pagbibenta ng junk din ngayon eh. Instead na itatapon mo lang, actually may pera sa basura kung alam mo lang yung diskarte dito. Let's go na to the next one. This is now, in relation to your number one, wherein reusable plastic bags. Ito din yung pinaka-importante sa akin. Use reusable beverage containers or your water bottle. If you get to buy water from the refilling station, yung 1 litro mo na water bottle is just around 5 pesos. However, if you're going to buy the Wilkins, 1 liter papatak yan ng mga 30 pesos. Lugi ka ng 25 pesos. Now, afterwards, using the plastic bottles there, wala ka nang gamit doon, itatapon mo yun, nagdadagdag ka ng basura sa mundo. And be mindful that it takes how many thousands of years for you to be able to decompose plastic. Nagkaapo ka ng how many generations pa, yung tinapon mong plastic ngayon, andyan pa rin. It's actually really very harmful to environment. Kasi then again, saan natin yan itatapon yung mga plastic natin? Pwede nating ilibing, but then again, it takes how many years for them to be able to decompose. And again, burning plastic is not advisable. It destroys the environment, it contributes to air pollution, and it contributes to the depletion of your ozone layer. Kaya dito, in relation to your number one, which is this one, what you call the use of your usable bags and the use of your mga water bottle. Ito nagdadala ako ng sarili ko. And this is also something that I was amazed with our school by trying to accept the challenge of the province na tayo yung siguro pinakaunang school sa La Trinidad wherein we're not anymore selling bottled waters. And we are encouraging students and employees to bring their own water bottle and go and refill that one in the water refilling station in a very cheap price. Then again, you're also helping the environment by not adding plastic waste. Kaya again, ito na yung advocacy na nasasabihin ko. No? Do away, or please, iwasan natin yung mga single-use plastic. Ano ba yung single-use plastic? Yung mga plastic na mga material na pag one time mo lang ginamit, wala na siyang gamit. Ano pa bang iba? Straw. Straws are plastic. You get to go to your favorite na mga milk tea shops or stores. Plastic yung lalagyan. Plastic yung straw. Tapos mong ininom yung milk tea, saan papunta yung plastic? I hope that this mga vendors of those mga milk tea, which are actually being patronized by high school students, should also accept the challenge that why not allow the students to bring their own container and place the milk tea there. Kasi then again, after mong nagamit na yung milk tea, nainom na yung milk tea, saan papunta yung plastic mong ginamit? Sa basurahan. Then again, it takes how many thousands of years for it to be able to decompose. We don't want that one to happen. Kaya ayun, no? So ano pa ba? Plastic spoons, plastic paper plates, plastic plates, mga ganun. I mean, iwasan natin 'yan. No, kung pwede nating gumamit ng mga reusable, yung reusable po tayo. That's the reason why I always bring a tumbler with me. Hindi ko alam kung saan ako pupunta, but in my bag there's always a tumbler. No? Magba-biking ka, no, instead of buying the bottled water, you bring your bottled water with you. Kung naubos yan, kung nag-biking kayo, nag-long ride kayo, punta kayo sa next town, try to find a water refilling station. 5 pesos, baka i-allow pa nila na, 5 pesos sa inyong lahat ng mga riders. Lagay nyo lang doon sa water bottle container nyo. Then again, nakatulong pa sa environment. So, ito po actually advocacy ko, being as a science teacher to the environment, that I discourage the use of single-use plastics. Hindi pag sa store, may mga store pa kasi na gumagamit ng plastic for them to be, pag may binili ka, lalagay mo plastic. Ako, to be honest with you, pag kaya ko pang hawakan, hindi ko na pinapa-plastic yung mga groceries na nabili ko. Kung may bag ako, diretso sa bag. No? Kaya, it's really very kahit in a very small way, you can actually contribute to the environment, no? That I hope you get to also put that one into your heart na Earth is the only planet that is habitable by human. And if we get to damage our planet, saan tayo pupunta next? Kasi even myself, as a science teacher, I don't believe that right now, there are scientists who are trying to make studies and trying to find out if Mars can support life. Now, this It's a really very ironic thing that's happening right now is that we're spending so much of the experiment in trying to know if Mars can support life. And why not just spend those money and trying to revive Earth? 'Di ba? Bakit gagastos pa tayo sa isang planeta na alam natin na hindi naman siya nakakasupport ng life? And why not spend that money for you to be able to create things or try to recover or trying to revive or reheal Earth? Dapat. Yun na lang sana yung paggastuhan natin ng pera. No? It's so ironic for me as being a science teacher that I don't support Mars exploration. I actually do, no? Pero kung yun yung habol natin para later on, mag-transfer tayo ng tao at maniraan sa Mars, I don't support that one. No? Try natin igastos yung pera natin para paayusin natin yung Earth. Mas better that way. Ano pa ba? So, save electricity, no? Then again, our electricity comes from either different sources. In our place right now in Cordillera, we're using what you call your geothermal. No, not geothermal. The hydroelectric plants in Binga Dam, and you have your Ambuklaw Dam. However, with the engines that you use there, bumubuga pa rin yan na harmful gases and chemicals that affect your environment, affect the atmosphere. So, pag konti lang yung ginamit, konti lang din yung tratrabahuin ng makina, lesser emission of harmful emissions, no, to the environment as a whole. No pa? Save water, no? Then again, kahit marami sinasabi ko dati na hindi naman nauubos yung tubig kasi meron tayong tinatawag na water cycle. But just imagine that most of those water there in the water that we have on Earth is actually hindi siya advisable na iinumin. Ha? Hindi siya lahat potable. Actually, with that percentage there, around 2% lang po ang pwedeng inumin. Then again, kailangan natin mag-conserve ng water because there are ways for the human are actually trying to find ways on trying to desalinate tong your salt water to be able to for us to be pwede nating inumin, but then again it involves now technologies that may also contribute to the harmful effects to the environment, no? May contribute yung mga ganun. So let's conserve water. And I think lastly, avoid taking cars or carpool when possible. Ito na yung sinasabi ko. We have your problems with your photochemical smog, and we have what you call your thermal inversion, no? Wherein because of those mga smoke emission that is nilalabas, kasi cars or vehicles are the major contribution of mga harmful gases or the air pollution that we are experiencing right now. No? Let's say for example, paano ba yung carpooling? Ito yung hindi maganda. Alright? Magkakapit bahay kayo. Meron kayong pupuntahang piyesta sa kabilang barangay. Alright? Kabilang barangay, pero sabi natin medyo malayo. So, magkakapit bahay kayo. Sabi natin, magkakapit bahay kayo na magpipinsan kayo. Si pinsan number 1 mo, meron siyang kotse niya. Si pinsan number 2, may kotse din siya. Ikaw, may kotse ka din. Yung isa mong pinsan, may kotse. Lahat kayo, sabi natin, may 5 kayong magpipinsan na may kotse. Alright? Ngayon, dinala nyo isa-isa yung mga kotse nyo pumunta sa kabilang barangay para makipagpiesta. No? So now, you're emitting smoke by those 5 vehicles that you are using simultaneously. Wherein, siguro, kung pag sinasabi natin, no, why not do carpooling? Or sinasabi natin, gumamit na lang kayo ng isang kotse, 5 kayong magpipinsan, isang kotse dyan siguro, yung 4 na yun, iwan yung kotse sa bahay, makisakay ka na lang. Nakatipid ka pa ng gas, naka-lesser contribution ka pa ng smoke emission sa environment. However, right now, no, ito din yung isang dagdag ko sa sarili ko as an advocate of trying to help the environment being as a science teacher is that right now I'm embracing actually biking. No? May motor ako. That's the mode of transportation that I'm in, no? It brings me to here and there. However, lately I just realized na malapit lang naman yung bahay namin sa school na pinagtatrabuhan ko. And malapit din yung bahay papunta doon sa Chongsan or sa Save More, which is also patag din naman. Instead of papalabasin ko yung yung wala namang problema sa pagkakaroon ng sasakyan o pagmumotor. Pero meron kasi akong choice. Meron akong alternative. Meron akong bike, meron akong motor. Yung motor ko nagagasolina. Gagastos ako pag magpapagasolina ako. Other than that, it emits what you call your mga harmful gases, no, to the environment. So I'm adding air pollution. Now here, I have a bike that does not emit pollution, brings me to point A to point B, and aside from that, it makes my body move than actually having exercise. That's the reason why right now, no, as part of the government's move during the ECQ, the Enhanced Community Quarantine, and the later on, if we are to move to what you call your general community quarantine or your GCQ on May 15, pag i-lift na nila yung ECQ, hindi pa rin, wala pa rin yung mga sasakyan natin hindi pa rin lahat ng mga sasakyan, lahat ng mga taxi pwedeng magbiyahe. Kaya ano ang ini-encourage ng local government right now? Use bikes. Why bikes? Una, hindi mo na kailangan ng lisensya. Number 2, it brings you to here and there. Dadalhin ka naman nun ng mga ganun eh. Yung iba nga if you're going to look at your YouTube at so you get to see vloggers, mga biker vloggers, they even travel from Manila to Pagudpud in 3 days, only using their bikes. It's not impossible for bikes to bring you from one place to another. Then again, healthy lifestyle, no? Instead na nakatulog ka lang, kumakain ka lang sa bahay, lumabas ka, magpadyak ka, nakatulong ka pa sa sarili mo, nakatulong ka pa sa environment mo, nakatipid ka pa sa gastusin mo sa gasolina. That's the reason why emphasizing this part right now is because, no, ito yung part sa pagiging papalabas ko yung advocacy ko being as a science teacher and helping the environment. Because then again, there's no other planet that is habitable o pwedeng pagbahayan ng tao. Is only Earth. In that case, no, yan yung gusto kong mga points na i-drive right now. So we have here, no, your key points. You just get to read these ones here. Try to determine if the statement is true or false. I mean, add this one in your activities. And let's try to see the challenge yourself. What can you do as an individual to help reduce the destruction of Earth's atmosphere? Then again, nagbigay na ako ng 7 simple ways. Simple ways lang yun po. Hindi po mahirap sundin yung mga yun. Maybe you have your own ways that you can share to us that will have a good, will grasp that idea. Oh, tama nga pala, no? Pwede din pala yung ganito. No? Because then again, wala yan sa edad eh. Ako, pwede ako matuto sa inyo, pwede kayong matuto sa akin. So baka you have your ideas there that I may not have grasped, that I can get, no? And I can learn, that I may apply also to my life. That's the reason why we get to learn from each other. So this will now be the culmination of your 4th quarter lesson. I'll be making the activity maybe tomorrow for this one. However, for the rest of the days, maybe until the end of the month of May, I hope that you get to finish and encourage your classmates, especially those who are not online, to find ways na kahit ganito, no? Kahit mag-unlimited sila ng internet with their using your phones for 3 days, I think that's only 50 pesos if they can just shell a small amount. And with those 3 days that you have, I think I've sent 12 topics that maybe they can finish or you can finish 4 topics a day. 4 na topic ngayong araw na ito, bukas another 4 na topic, tapos the 3rd day will be another 4 na topic. Naubos mo na yung 12 topics lahat, saka lang mag-expire din yun mo, no? yung unlimited internet mo using your phone. And from that point on, wala ka ng problema eh. Isipin mo na lang kumusta ba ako ng 1st quarter, 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter, and lastly this 4th quarter. Now again, as I've mentioned, no, I will really be lenient with the 4th quarter. But then again, no, I discourage you to please do not cheat. Because I get to see that in your section right now, no, kung alam nyong magaling kayong manloko, naging estudyante din kami dati, please huwag nyo kaming lokohin. To the point na mawawala yung respeto namin sa inyo. Because you know who you are. If you're watching this one, alam nyo kung ano yung sarili nyo, kung nag-cheat ba kayo hindi. Kasi merong iba dyan, nagbibigay ng password sa iba nilang kaklase, yung kaklase nilang may access ng account nila ang gumagawa, but later on siguro, anong gagawin? Nililibre din niya kasi ay, ginawa mo, salamat at ginawa mo yung ano, yung activity ko. Sige, ito libre ko sa'yo. Ganito, ganito. Para mong binayaran na siya yung gumawa para sa'yo. It's actually cheating. Yung warning to those to those who are doing this one. Akala nyo hindi kayo mahuhuli, then again, nanggaling ako dyan. No? So, yun po. So, without further much ado, I hope that you still have a great afternoon. And once again, God bless and please accomplish your science activities. See you soon.